welcome to the Dub Show. I appreciate you guys, man. Check me out.
I caught an L at a young age, stretched out. Getting 24, homie, I got 5 out. Now on YouTube, trying to get a paper route. Coming till you know the deal, we on some grown shit.
What's cracking, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. New video. So this is gonna be a late release on the small channel. The first video I did, you guys were asking me for a Royce video. I did a Royce video. I did a food review video. It went absolutely nowhere. But this video right here, I kind of feel like I want to put it out for a reason. So you see the thumbnail, you see the title. I don't know at this point when I'm talking, when I'm telling you this, I don't know what the thumbnail is going to be or the title, but I know what I want to talk about. I didn't want to do another video on Mr. Criminal. I didn't want to do another video on Mr. Criminal because I don't believe in bullying. And there's other reasons, and we'll get to them in a minute. But what I want to do is this. So, as I said in my last video about Mr. Criminal, I had received some information. I had been told, sit back and watch the show. There's going to be some stuff that's going to happen with Mr. Criminal. I don't know him. I don't have anything against him. I don't know any of the other players involved. I don't have anything against them. But I took it in, as there's a lot of other things that I'm made aware of. And it's just like when I was in the joint. When I'm made aware of something, knowledge is power. It's not for me to go and gossip about. It's for me to sit back and utilize that however I can, right? And me being out here and not being in that world, I don't utilize it at all. I just sit back and just see how it all plays out. So, several months ago, like I said in my last video, I had said, hey, there's some whispers going on. It's none of my business. And that was because of, the information I had been given. And now it seems as though it's all playing out. I also received a phone call after I put out my video. Hey, Holmes, what's going on? There's no paperwork, this and that. And I said, I didn't make the video on Mr. Criminal to call him anything. I used the video and the song by Diablo to just show people, youngsters, people in the life that still maybe have a chance to not get that life sentence, that the people you trust the most are the ones that can turn on you. You know why? Because they're the only ones that know your business. The only people that can tell on you in that world are the people that know your business, the people closest to you. And that's kind of like all I was trying to do there. Then I get a phone call from someone else. No, hold on. Before I get it, I get several phone calls from people. I get one phone call saying, you know what, I think this is a Smut campaign. I get another phone call verifying other stuff, right? Yeah, it's all bad, this and this and that. I honestly don't care. Then I get a phone call saying, you know what, it's not true, and this and this and that. And here's my thing, man. Mr. Criminal, I'm sure you're watching everything that's being put out about you. I don't know you. I don't know what happened, eh? I'm not trying to beat up on Mr. Criminal. I'm not taking his side. I'm not taking Diablo's side. I'm not taking anybody's side. You learn that in prison very fast. You don't take nobody's side, eh? Let shit play out. As a content creator, I'm speaking about what's out there, right? But even though I'm a content creator, I'm a productive member of society. The old me whispers in my ear still. This is a horrible look. It's a horrible look, man. I get it. To an extent, I get it that people feel like someone was being arrogant, someone talked out of turn, and that needed to be corrected. But why is it corrected in the open, man? Since when did California do shit in the open? You know, all these videos about, you know, this dude's this, he's that, and, you know, I promise you, the authorities, the DAs, the feds, they're watching. And I'm going to just put something out there for people to ponder on. You know, when people put stuff out there, the feds are going to reach out to who they feel is a weak link. As I said in my last video, most of the dudes I did time with in the joint that had a life sentence that got washed up on a murder, they got told on by one of their homeboys. So when people are throwing stuff out there, giving the feds an opportunity to build a case, they're going to reach out to some people. Someone you may trust may no longer be trustworthy. You won't know who it is. I feel like this is a big old headache. It's a clusterfuck. You know, when I was doing my thing in prison, you know, whenever that was, when I was doing my thing, one of the reasons why I was successful, if you want to call it that, in that world, it was success. Out here, you know, it's not. It's a failure. Being in prison is a failure out here in society's eyes. But in there, one of the reasons why I was successful is because I knew the legends, they don't want headaches. None at all. So if I ever bumped heads with somebody, I would always tell them the same thing. Get at who you got to get at. I'm going to get at who I got to get at. Let them talk. And then they'll tell us what they want to happen. See, because a lot of dudes, they get in there, they get a little authority. They don't understand that you're still the same dude, homie. You just have a lot more headaches. You have some authority. Yeah, you can say, hey, I want this bottle dead, and somebody's going to kill him for you. But it's still going to get investigated. Not by the Judas. Again, never by the Judas. Up top. And if you're wrong, if it was your ego that had it done, it'll catch up to you. See, me, I understood whatever responsibilities I was given, I was still nobody. I just had more headaches and more responsibilities. Me knowing that, I never wanted to bring more problems, more headaches to the legends. Like I said, I was just about to say, so you don't agree with me? Well, just get at who you got to get at, huh? I'll get at who I got to get at. And 9 times out of 10, they sided with me because I was known to not bring headaches to them. Let's get that money. So when I see this, and I see all these different, I mean, it's he's being bombarded from every direction. And it's going to have to be settled one way or the other. There's been people to speak on that they reached out to somebody. I'm not going to say what platforms that is. I haven't spoken to any legends about any of this. But the people who have insinuated that they have, the feds are watching, eh? It's so dangerous to put that out there on social media. Understand that my belief, I don't care what anybody else believes, my belief, the way that I function, any phone call that comes from a cell phone from prison is tapped. Every single one of them. Every text message that's sent or received, it's not like the old days. They got to tap a phone. Nah, they just call Verizon, Metro, like T-Mobile, whoever it is. Boom, they got it all in their hands. I don't know if people just don't know how serious this shit is. But when you get out of the bleachers and you get on the playing field, the rules change, eh? Believe me, it's safer in the bleachers, eh? That's where I'm at. I don't want to be on the field. I'm not a player in this bullshit. But it was kind of like on my heart to put this video out. And I know Vatos are going to move with ego. Fuck what Dubs has to say. What does Dubs know? You're right, eh? Over 24 years in the system. Nearly 10 years in the shoe. Add Satan. Pegadas under my belt. I don't know nothing, eh? I'm sure Vatos that never been in the joint, that are content creators, I'm sure they know more than me about the game. And so you're right. Whatever you choose to do, you're right, eh? No man can tell another man that he's wrong. He shouldn't. All we can do is try to lead by example, share our experiences. And if that's not enough, then people learn on their own. And most people, most human beings, never learn a lesson by someone else's failure. They have to fail on their own. Like I said in the beginning, I have nothing against criminal. I have no dog in this fight, man. I don't know what's gonna come of this. But I look at No Jumper. And No Jumper has black gangs looking bad. I see this thing with Mr. Criminal, and I feel like the raza's looking bad. I see this thing with Lefty Gunplay and Lazy Boy and now Bands. It just looks bad, eh? And I don't see where Lefty and where Lazy Boy and Bands said anything negative. And the state's on fire, you know. On social media, it's on fire. You know, I had people tell me, I lost all respect for you, Holmes. Them Vatos, this, them. What did they do? You lost respect me? Fuck. I don't even know you. I don't. I call it like I see it. I'm unbiased. I'm fair on all sides, eh? I think this stuff needs to stop. It's not going to. Because the views are so good. The money's good. But it's not worth it. Not all money's good money. We've heard that playing dominoes. Not all money's good money. You know, you call that nickel, somebody hits you upside the head for 20. Not all money's good money. But this video is going to do whatever it's going to do. It's a late video. I don't expect much out of it. But I know what I was feeling, what was on my heart. I said, I got to put this video out. Like I said, I had calls initially, hey, this is what it is. I'm not going to say who I believe. I think you guys can tell. But, you know, it just should not be for public consumption. I don't want to know nothing about anybody else. There's so much other stuff that I know about. And when I get the calls, hey, Holmes, this and that, all right, I says, hey, how you doing? How's your day? How you feeling? You in good health? How's your family? That's the conversation I want to have. I don't care about what's going on in prison. I apologize, but I don't. I don't care what's going on in the criminal world. No disrespect, but I don't. I want to know how we can together figure out how to make money. I want to know how we can figure out together how to better our situations. That's what my channel's about. Anyways, man, I'm going to go ahead and call that a video. Everybody, please be safe, be smart, and tell the ones you love that you love them, all right? I'm out of here.